Hello students, good evening to all of you. So guys, this is our, introductory class of B.Ed first year, right guys? So although still admissions are going on, we thought we should, interact with you, okay? Talk about you, a little bit about your, course. So guys, this is our orientation class, interaction class, right guys? Samuel, you can put your, camera off. So guys, this is the syllabus of the first year. Okay, first of all, these are the 7 papers, right? In your syllabus. Okay, these 7 papers you have to give in the next year. Okay, childhood and growing up, right? The paper is of 100 marks, but you have to attempt the 80 marks, 20% of 20 marks of the internal assessment, right guys? Childhood and growing up. Okay, first I show all the 7 paper, right? Then I'll discuss the last year question paper, how the paper comes, right guys? So don't worry, after some days, after 1.5 hour, half month or 2 months, I will start the online classes. So whoso can, whosoever can take the benefit of these classes, right guys? So I will cover your whole syllabus of B.Ed first year according to the Kurukshetra University, right guys? So first paper is childhood and growing up, right? So this is basically a psychology paper. Okay, so under this paper I will share the syllabus and notes in my Telegram channel. Okay guys, okay, so you can get the notes over there, right? So this is basically your psychology paper. Second paper is a contemporary India and education paper. It is again 100 marks paper. Okay, 80 marks of the theory and 20 marks of the practical. Guys, third paper is the learning and teaching. Again 100 marks divided into 80 and 20. Paper 4, okay, you must know that paper 4 is divided into the 2 part, paper 4th A and paper 4th B. 4th A talks about language across curriculum and 4th B talks about understanding discipline and subject. ये जो पेपर है आपके, it is of 1.5 hour. Okay, duration is 1.5 hour. The same day it would happen, right? So question paper comes off 50 marks, but theory part it would come 40 marks and 10 marks for the internal assessment. Similarly, B part, 4th B, understanding discipline and subject of 40 marks, would come 40 and 10. Fifth paper is gender, school and society. Okay, it is a 50 marks, question paper. It would come theory 40 marks and 10 marks for internal assessment. Up guys, please look at the paper 6 and 7, course 6 and 7. This is the important. Okay, 6 and 7 is related with your teaching subject. Okay, so I explain because this is our, interaction class, orientation class. So first of all, in this class, we will come to know that what is B.Ed. Malab, today we don't learn any of the thing, any of the, topic. Today we'll talk about about this course. So guys, first of all, I just want to tell you what you have to do in B.Ed. B.Ed is different from your BA, BSc, BCom, MA, MSc, MCom. Okay, means this is a different from entire your whatever you have done at the graduation level. Okay, think what you have done at the graduation level. At the graduation's level, okay, you learn the things and write in the paper. But in a B.Ed, okay, आपको पढ़ना नहीं है ये चीजें. B.Ed में you have to learn how to teach. B.Ed is basically it is a 2-year teaching methodology course, right guys? B.Ed is not a you can't say that it is a difficult course, okay? And because the eligibility criteria is the graduation, and you have to learn a lot about in this paper. Okay, B.Ed may basically you have to learn the different strategies, different methods. Okay, how to teach to the student, right? Basically whatever would be the subject, right? In the first year exam, guys, you have to note that there are 7 exams. Got it? Got it? 7 exam. 5 exams are common to all the person, right? Even the person comes from the arts field, right? Even the person comes from the commerce stream, science stream, B.Tech stream, any of the stream, okay, at the graduation level. 5 paper is compulsory to all, and rest of the 2 paper, they belong to the teaching papers, okay. Teaching paper would be different, right? If you come from the BA, if you are done the BA, so now your 6 paper or 7 paper would be, most probably it would be teaching of social science and teaching of English, okay guys, because one language you have to take, right, and one subject you have to take, which is your major subject, you can say that, right? Suppose you have done a graduation with the science stream, so then your first paper would be the science, another would be the your language, okay guys. So these 2 papers are belong to the teaching papers, right? And rest 5 paper, okay, what are the name of the 5 papers? It is on your screen. Number 1, childhood and growing up. Second, contemporary Indian education. Third, learning and teaching. Fourth, there are 2 part, language across curriculum, understanding discipline and subject. Fifth paper, gender, school and society. Guys, these 5 papers are very easy paper. It is related with the philosophy, psychology and teaching learning process. Got it? So under the B.Ed course, you have to learn how to teach to the student, right? For example, here, I ask one question from all of you. Can you tell me what do you mean by teaching? What is the meaning of a teaching? Okay, I'll explain the meaning of a teaching. Okay, you can note on your diary, on your notebook, or you can, in your mind, you can note that. What would be the answer? And I'm sure that, guys, whatever the answer I'm going to tell you, this is the exact answer. It would be different from whatever you have thought and whatever you have written. And even I give you the, 10 times, means I give you the chance of 10 times you have to write. The simple questions I'm asking from you. What do you mean by teaching? Right? You can write the 10 answers. And I'm very sure that your 10 answer would be wrong, right? Whatever I will tell you, that would be the different from your 10 answers, right? Only then, guys, you will come to know that about the purpose of B.Ed, right? The purpose of B.Ed is not to learn, not to mug up the world and write in the papers and getting the good marks. So first of all, keep in your mind, in a B.Ed course, you have already cleared the B.Ed with 80-85% marks. Trust me, I'm dealing with the B.Ed from last 20 years, right? Nobody fails in the B.Ed, right? Everybody clears with a very good percentage. So you don't have to keep in your mind, okay, you have to cover, you have to get a good marks. So आपके अच्छे marks automatically आ जाएंगे, right? You have to fill the sheets only, right? And I'll explain each and everything. I will provide the notes, I will provide the assistance, I will provide the last year questions, we will solve that. Exam preparation classes, we will do that. Test, we will do that little bit, okay? So in the whole year we will do these all the activities, and you can get my notes, okay? So this is not a big thing. You have already cleared your B.Ed with a very good marks. Now the question arises, after doing B.Ed, what you are getting? What you are getting from our side? And why we do the B.Ed? What we have learned from the B.Ed? So guys, you will get the answer, okay, when I will explain the meaning of teaching to you, right? First, I have asked the one questions from you. B.Ed, basically, it is related with the teaching methodology. Got it? Now you know that now government has mandatory the B.Ed. Means if you want to go to the teaching field, B.Ed is a mandatory. Without B.Ed, guys, you cannot teach any school and college. If anybody authority will come to know that your college, your school would be de-affiliated, right? Or otherwise, there would be actions on you, right? B.Ed has become the compulsory if you want to go to the teaching field, you want to become the teacher, and M.Ed is for the principal. You want to become the principal, then M.Ed is a requirement, head teacher or the M.Ed. Okay. Earlier ये नहीं था. Okay. Before, 5-10 years before, it was not. But now it has become the mandatory. Even the new education policy, you can see that new education policy, you can find out my lecture on the new education policy, right? On the YouTube, you have to write Dr. Lalit, again, next name of the topic. You will get everything, right, guys? So B.Ed has become mandatory. And guys, I tell you the story behind it. Why India became independence, got the independence in 1947. Okay. But B.Ed has become the mandatory in the year of 2014, I think, around 2014, when Modi government came into the power and Smriti Irani was the education minister. Then she announced that B.Ed is a mandatory to all. This is the reason everybody was doing the B.Ed, uh, uh, to get the job, right? So now the question arises, why after the 65 years, we came to know that it is a mandatory. And guys, do you know what was happening before 2014? Before 2014, what was happening? Even you are not B.Ed. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the general public across the India. Without B.Ed, they were teaching to the students. This is the reason, we were not getting the very good students, very good, result. Guys, in today, India is a dearth of teachers. India has lack of teachers. There is a lack of teachers, good teachers in India. This is the reason. And even our nation didn't develop. We are putting up in a developing country, right? We are not a developed country. Okay. Like America. America is a developed country. Hana, you would be agree. Canada is a developed country. India is not a developed country. India is a developing country. India is developing. Why the India didn't became as a developed country up to the 65 year? You will surprised to know that this is again because of that B.Ed was not mandatory up to 65 years. Guys, I'm not saying, even research is saying that. Whatever I'm discussing with you, okay, the data, everything I have read, I have the data, I have the research papers. Okay. If you want, I can send you. Research says that if the nations has developed, they have developed because of the good teachers. Even when you talk about Japan, German, and others, many countries, they developed, they got independence near 1940 and 1950. Near 1947, we got the independence. Now they are the developed countries because of the good teachers. That's why a teacher is called the nation builder. Teacher is called torch bearer of the society. Guys, it is the teacher who gives light to the society. Basically, when you are teaching to the class, 6th class, 7th class, 8th class, 9th class, actually you are not teaching to the class. Basically, you are teaching to the society. Because in your class, you will find the Christian person over there. You will find the Sikh person, Sikh students over there, Hindu students over there, students from the different religions. So basically, you are teaching to the society. So who is giving light to the society? The teacher. And ये कितने अफसोस की बात है कि टीचर इज नॉट बीएड and he or she is teaching. Well, in general, I am talking with you. Guys, this is the reason, uh, we are not getting a good teacher. We are not getting a good results, good, students. And, India is not developed also. This is another one factor. So we move on to our, question. I ask the question from you. What do you mean by teaching? The answer is a simple. Huh? And I give you the, 10 chances. You can write 10 times on your notebook, right? And you can think in your mind. And guys, even that I'm telling you, whatever the answer I will tell you, right? The answer would be the different. Guys, teaching का मतलब क्या होता है? Teaching does not mean pouring into the mind of the student. Teaching does not mean looking from the books and putting into the mind of the student. Student mind is not a dustbin. Teaching doesn't mean to make the person educated, to make the person civilized, to make the person cultured. To some extent, you can say that, but it is not a complete definition of a teaching. Do you know what is teaching? You can note that, you can write that. The meaning of a teaching is, awakening the learning power of the student. The meaning of a teaching is stimulate the learning power of that student. Most of the time in my lectures, I say that the meaning of the teaching is to know the subject. What I have told, to know the subject. Here, guys, subject does not mean English subject, mathematics subject, science subject, or any other subject. I'm talking about the individual student. I'm, signifying the student as a subject. To know the subject, this is called the teaching. If you are teaching in the class, you have the 40 students in your class, and if you are not aware of the 40 minds, so guys, trust me, you are not a good teacher. Even cheater जरूर हो जाओगे. How you will become a cheater, I'll tell you. Sometimes now we don't know. We don't know due to our wrong method. Sometimes due to our wrong bad behavior, wrong teaching method, students are not developing well. The research also says that. Guys, student is never ever weak. This is our duty. Some, educationists like Gandhiji, Tagore, Swami Vivekanand, Jiddu Krishnamurti, means they are the educational thinkers. They have done a lot of work on the education, lot of work. Do what the Mahatma Gandhi has done a lot of work on the education, in the field of education. Even today, we are quoting the, we are talking the, discussing the, lot of, you can say that material, lot of things we are quoting from in the field of education from Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekanand, Jiddu Krishnamurti. Malab, they are the persons, they were the persons, such kind of a person. They have given a lot of things in the field of education. Even today we are quoting, their examples, their meanings, their quotations. Rabindranath Tagore has said, about the teacher. He said, teacher is a friend, philosopher, and guide. Mahatma Gandhi has talked about the, education or teaching or the teacher. Mahatma Gandhi talked. Mahatma Gandhi said, by education, I mean an all-round drawing out of the best. An all-round drawing out of the best in child and man. Three things, you know, कौन सी three things हैं? Body, mind and spirit. Okay. So, okay, if we, talk about the definitions of Mahatma Gandhi talked, by education, I mean all round trying out of the best. Mahatma Gandhi said, education se mera matlab nikalna hai, drawing out. Mahatma Gandhi didn't say that putting out. Mahatma Gandhi didn't say, you know, pouring into the mind of the student. So what is teaching? Teaching does not mean putting into the mind of the student, pouring into the mind of the student. Teaching means drawing out of the best from the mind of the student. Or another definition सुनना बड़े ध्यान से, carefully listen. The definition of a Swami Vivekanand regarding the teaching, regarding the education. Swami Vivekanand said that by education is the manifestation of the divine spirit or divine perfection. Education is the manifestation of the divine perfection already existing in a baby. When the baby born, Swami Vivekananda said, he has born with lot of powers, lot of capacities, lot of potentialities, lot of competencies. Education is the manifestations of those divine perfection already existing in a baby. Right? Now here you can, take the hint. The purpose of a teacher, guys, is to draw out of the best. Nikalna, not pour karna. Got it? So what do you mean by teaching? Teaching means to know the subject first. Right? And honestly, you would be agree with me. I think nobody, talked and write these definitions to know the subject, to know the child first. Right? Child को आपने जानना है. This is called the teaching. Guys, that's why you will learn a lot of things from the B.Ed course. B.Ed is the teaching methodology course. B.Ed talks about paper 1, childhood and growing up. Paper 2, contemporary Indian education. Under the paper 1, childhood and growing up, you will come to know that psychology, educational psychology. Okay, the topics are growth and development of the student, adolescents, and individual differences, learning, theory of learning, theory of learning theories, teaching theories, creativity, motivation, under the chapter paper 1. Paper 2 will talk about contemporary Indian education. It talks about all the Indian education. Previously education, before independence and after independence, it will talk about. You will come to know that, various things. Okay, various act talks about the, education. And third, it is again, important paper, learning and teaching. You will come to know that various skills, how to teach, how to start your topic, how to, explain the topic. When I have to finish the topic, I have to save 5 minutes at least to recapitulate the topic or wind up the class. You will come to learn under the learning and teaching. Guys, this is the reason it is called teaching is not everybody's cup of tea. You can't say that you have done the graduation, post-graduation, PhD, and you have become a very good teacher. You can't become the good teacher unless or until you go through these kind of a courses, B.Ed course, ETT course, PhD in education course, M.Ed course. Only then you can become a good teacher. This is the reason, guys, after 65 years of independence, when we came to know that, we realized that then B.Ed has become the mandatory subject in the school. And even you can think of this is a simple one. Guys, if there is a problem in the electricity problem in our house, so we will not call to plumber. We will call to electrician. Why? Because we know that he is an expert in, electricity. He will solve the problem of the electricity. Similarly, we are dealing with the student, we are dealing with the teaching learning method, and after doing the graduation, post graduation, we are directly teaching to the student without going through the B.Ed course. So you don't know, guys, due to your fault. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about general, all the persons across the country. Due to your fault, okay, student mind, they didn't develop their mind. You are the person, without B.Ed, you have killed the reasoning power of the student. Research says, guys, on the Google, you can type, about, these topics regarding teaching methodology, okay, regarding the teacher, status of the teacher in India, right? Why the, students are not uh, uh, getting well, okay, developing well. So you will get the answers. So basically क्या होता है, what happens? Student is, who is the student? Guys, we become as a ideal for the student. When we teach in the class, student is copying us. And what we are basically, we are copy of those 3 or 4 person who have influenced our life, more and more. We are the, हम कौन है, मतलब what is our who is our who we are, what is our personality? We are the persons of these 3 or 4 persons who have influenced our life more and more. So basically, whatever, if you are intelligent, it means you were in the surrounding of these 3 or 4 persons. Matlab, they were also intelligent. Guys, today, if you are not speaking well, this is not your fault. This is the fault of your teacher, your surroundings. Today, if you are not good in mathematics, trust me, this is not your fault. The fault of your teachers, your surroundings. Are you getting my point? Because from where we are getting each and everything through our elders, through our teachers, through our parents, through our relatives. So this is reason. It is called by, it is called, there is a one phrase, keep in a good company. Why it is called that? Because whatever we look, we see, we hear, okay, it impacts on us, right? So only doing the B.Ed, you can become a good teacher. But what happens, guys? Sometimes, after teaching 10 years, 15 years, automatically you get some of the experience, right? Okay, but I'm talking about the freshers, okay, who after doing the graduation and post graduations come and join the school. Actually, basically, they are, creating a problem in the school. You don't know. So this is the reason now, there are various inspections are going on to check that, how many faculties are non-B.Ed and non-M.Ed. Okay. This is the reason from last many years, okay, more and more students are enrolling in the B.Ed course. So I think, guys, you have come to know about the, B.Ed course. B.Ed course is a totally different from your graduation, your post-graduation. Okay. You don't read, you don't study those kind of a subject which you have studied at graduation level, post graduation level. You don't study in the B.Ed course. Okay. What you study in the B.Ed course? You study in the B.Ed course educational philosophy, right? You studied psychology, educational psychology. You study teaching learning process. You studies various methods. You studies various types of skills, right? So these all things, okay, you learn under the B.Ed course. Language across curriculum, you learn about, different kind of a language, all the, 4 things: reading, writing, listening, speaking. Understanding discipline and subjects, you will come to know about the discipline. What is a disciplinary knowledge? Okay, what is a discipline? right? What is the difference between, you know, this things, discipline or subject, right? And under the gender, school and society, we come to know that about the, you know, gender, right? Sometimes we get confused with, you know, gender and sex. Okay, gender is a different, you know, sex to male hoga ya female hoga, baby. Gender is a social constructive term, right? And you know, under the paper 6 and 7, we will talk about our teaching subjects. Okay, if you come from the BA, your teaching subjects would be mostly SST and English. Okay, you come from the commerce, your teaching subject would be commerce and English. You come from the science and English, right? And under those, you will learn the syllabus up to the 10th class only. Okay, in the teaching subject, syllabus is not a like a, you know, graduation level and post graduation level. It is up to the 10th class. And under the teaching, you know, you have to learn how you have to teach, basically, right guys? So how you have to basically teach. So this is your syllabus. Okay, then you can, you know, see in the details. Okay, I will send you, you know, and otherwise I will put into the in my, you know, Telegram channels. Okay guys, so after, you know, let the admissions be done. Okay, after 1.5 month, 2 month, okay, we'll start the, you know, our coaching. And you know, you have, you know, whole year. Okay, no need to worry. Okay, everything would be cleared. You will get the notes, copies, and you know, each and everything, right guys? So thank you so much for this, you know, short interaction, short, you know, orientation class, right? So you know, during beach beam may say, when I get free, you know, I'll give you the, you know, short durations and others. Okay, next time I'll take your class, we'll talk about little topics of these all the subjects, right? And when we'll start the class, so then we'll start from starting to end. Okay, you will get the notes, you will get each and everything. So thank you so much guys, thank you so much for this class.
Thank you.
Thank you.